Hi, it's Cobra Wars once again with a new review. I have not collected Transformers in a little while, and so I have not purchased them probably in a good year. I picked up a couple of the first looks for the Transformers Prime, and I was impressed with them. My little nephew has them now, though, I don't know, I wasn't going to collect Transformers figures anymore, I guess. I don't know, something about them just wasn't that drawing to me. However, when I was looking at the new Ninja Turtle figures today, seeing if there's anything new that I would like to pick up, I saw this guy behind me on the shelf for the Transformers. I knew a new game had come out called Fall of Cybertron. However, I hadn't looked at Transformers toys, so I didn't know that there was a wave of figures based off of the Fall of Cybertron. Well, Grimlock has always been one of my favorite Transformers. Ever since G1, when he was created to help fight against the Decepticons, to Transformers Animated, to, in general, Grimlock, I don't know, something about a dinosaur Transformer has always appealed to me. So, I put him off, I left the store, came home, had to go back and get him. So I did. So here he is. I'm going to start looking for the Fall of Cybertron figures, because from what I'm seeing of him in his box, haven't taken him out yet, they look pretty cool. So, on to Grimlock. The box is pretty plain, which actually works really well for Transformers. They don't need an elaborate box. It's the clear plastic, so you can see the figure, which they have in robot mode. They have a picture of his beast mode, dinosaur mode, alt mode, whatever you want to refer to it as, next to it. It shows you what the gimmick for the figures. It says glowing eyes and mouth. Side of the box says Series 1. He's number 3. Fall of Cybertron Transformers. He's part of the Generations line. He has a little bio down here, a little stat down there. It has a little bio. It says, there was a time when the rage that boils inside Grimlock would have driven him straight to the ranks of the Decepticons. But while his flawed manner of speaking may have made him sound strange, he's smart enough to recognize a bully when he sees one. And Grimlock doesn't like bullies. It's this that fuels the dedication to the fight against the Decepticons. So that's that. There's that. That's kind of cool that they gave him a little bio. And then, so there you see his back to the front of the box. I'm going to take him out of the box. We'll look at him in robot mode. And then I'll transform him and talk about him in dinosaur mode too. So give me a minute and I'll be right back with you once I have him out of the box. Okay, so here he is out of the box. As you can see, like I said, he is packaged in robot mode. The cool thing about this is they really went G1 colors on him, which is fantastic. He's got the gold, the silver, and the red, and the darker gray, black. It's more of a dark gray color, which is cool. So let's see if I can get... I'm still using my webcam on my computer. Something I plan on upgrading eventually to get an actual camera so I can do better reviews of this for you guys. So there's his face. He's got the clear red plastic so his eyes kind of glow when the light hits. The face is very reminiscent of G1, which is another cool feature. The sculpting on here is fantastic. The hoses, the wires. Like if you can see there, it looks like a robot. I mean, they put a lot of detail in him. Points of articulation. That's always a big thing on any figure you get. Transformers are no exception. He has this knee. It's got a ratchet joint on his knee. Right there. I can't seem to get mine to... There it goes. So yeah, he's got ratchet knees, which are cool to have. You can make it so he can stand different poses, different stances. which is about all you need for the legs. Then he's got the hip joint, which is in side to side, back and forward. No waist articulation, which you don't really need anyway. I don't think you need on a Transformer. He's got the ratchet elbow. His wrists also rotate, so I guess you can do a robot fist bump. Because his hands are always in fists, it looks like. You can't change his fists. Then you got the shoulder rotation, forward, back, tilt a little side to side. It doesn't look like it can go up and down, but it does have a little give side to side right here like this. His head rotates. Mine seems not to want to stand. His left leg seems a little loose. So it makes it a little... I have not been able to get him to stand correctly because it looks like it doesn't want to... His leg does not want to pop into where it's supposed to go to hold on. It looks like, yeah, mine is being finicky. Doesn't want to hold the peg that is made to hold the front leg piece onto the whole leg. So that's a little bit of a bummer on my Grimlock. He doesn't want to stand correctly for me. It's not tight like the right leg. I wouldn't say that's the fault of the toy, of the mold. I'm gonna guess it's just probably mine that's finicky. Let me see if I can get a good standing pose so we can talk about him some more before I try to transform him. The nice thing too I noticed about this is there's not a lot of kibble on him. Like, he's got the back part right there of the dinosaur, but there's not a lot of extra kibble hanging off of him, which is really nice for once. Most Transformers, the reason I kind of felt away from the Transformer collecting is there's a lot of kibble on them. They had started to become more like a shell former than a Transformer. He does come with a couple accessories. He comes with his sword that's made of the clear red plastic, and his shield, and again, clear red plastic. Shield has a little peg on the back. Goes right there onto his arm. It has the handle for a sword that can go into his hand. Or it has the pegs that I guess you can peg onto his arm if you don't want to have him hold it in his hand. So there's that. I think he looks really, really cool. Robot mode, very happy with. Probably how he'll be displayed most of the time on my shelf. So I'm going to look at the instructions now. Going to transform him, and then we'll talk about him in dinosaur mode. Okay, here I am. I'm back again. I know a lot of reviewers will probably do a transformation on camera for you. I don't have a decent camera where I can do that, where I can see what I'm doing, because I am, like I said, using the camera on my laptop at the moment. So I had to transform him off there. I may do another review later when I have a decent camera so I can show you the transformation that he goes through, because it is very straightforward and simple. It's just a lot of tucking stuff in. So here he is, a head-on view, a side view, and then a back view. So, let's start with the back view, because this is what's going to get a lot of people, I don't know, agitated, I guess, a little bit. His tail, as you can see, is his legs. And it's humongous. It's huge. It is a fat, fat tail. There's just no way around that. It's a fat, fat tail. and it's not the most aesthetically pleasing tail. However, I guess it boils down to you either have a chunky tail and decent looking robot legs, or you have a decent looking tail and skinny robot legs. I will go with the decent robot legs to support this figure. The tail doesn't bother me that much. Like I said, it is a little chunky. However, it still looks good on the figure. It's not like it kills the figure. The sculpt on him, again, is amazing. They put a lot of detail in here. The little grooves on him. The chest piece on him is the back of the dinosaur. There we go. So you have a lot of the detail of the robot on him still. His Tyrannosaurus Rex head has a lot of detail on it, and looks really cool. He does have that little gadget. It says light of eyes and mouth. So there you go. That's, you pull this little switch on him, and I guess it's supposed to simulate the fire that he breathes. It's a cool little gimmick, I guess. His Autobot symbol. I guess it's not going to show very well on there. But he has a little Autobot symbol on his head that lights up. Not the best gimmick, but not the worst gimmick either. Articulation. His arms have become his legs, and his knee moves in robot mode. His head has a little bit of movement, and that's only because the jaws move. His tail doesn't move. In dinosaur mode like this, he's pretty static. He's not going to be as articulated in dinosaur mode as he is in robot mode. This is a really cool robot mode. Kinda hope. Having not played the game, I'm hoping the other Dinobots are in there, and that maybe they will make an appearance in this line too, because it would be great to have all the Dinobots again. Now, the problem that I've always had with Transformers is their accessories. His shield and his sword. So here we go. Here's the shield. As you can see, there's nowhere to put them. But if you go by the instructions, the shield clips on one thigh, and the sword clips on the other. Now, to me, that's really disappointing. I mean, I guess I can understand he's a T-Rex. There's not a lot of places to put said shield and sword. However, I just don't think they look good on there. I think they distract from the figure once you put them on the figure on when he's in robot mode, in dinosaur mode. I would have liked somewhere to hide them in dinosaur mode. You know, maybe make the sword part of his tail? I don't know, I guess. Because having not played the game, I don't know where they go in the game or where they come from in the game. But as a whole, I really like this figure. I think it's good. But then again, I'm a huge Grimlock fan. Beast Wars, I had the Velociraptor growing up. The white Velociraptor that was just a repainted Dinobot. I've had the Generations one that came out in the early 2000s. It got lost in a move, which I'm very sad about. I want to replace that one. Played the crap out of the original G1. So I'll probably, actually, before I get any more of the Fall of Cybertron, I'll probably look at expanding my Grimlock collection and gain all the different Grimlocks. So stay tuned for this, my channel. There'll be more Transformers reviews as I pick up more Transformers. I'm also looking at adding Ninja Turtles to my reviews. I have all of the main line that's out for the new cartoon. Got them on opening day, opened them up, and they have been prominently displayed on my shelf. So there will not be unboxing in those videos, but there will be reviews of each of the turtle figures, of the basic figures. I'm not sold on whether I'm getting the vehicles or not at this point. Anyway, that's another whole tangent, but back to Transformers. Transformers, Grimlock, Fall of Cybertron. It's a great figure. Cost $20. And they brought back the big figures, which is really cool for this line. Having the big figures back. When I do know they did a War for Cybertron line, and in that line they were all deluxe classes. They didn't have any Voyager. They brought back Voyager for Fall of Cybertron, which I'm super excited about. I know that they made I just forgot his name. Wow, a Combined-Icon, Bractus, I want to say it is. And they used the basic deluxe figures for that, so I'm looking forward to that. I hear he's 3 feet tall once combined, so I'm going to start looking for them. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this review of Grimlock, and stay tuned. Keep watching my channel for updates. Thank you for watching.